Going into people's house with respect and doing the necessary things is not just a Muslim thing. It's everything that we all should take into consideration. When you visit people, no matter how close you are to them, be sensitive and don't do any of these things I'm going to list below. Don't walk into their house with your shoes unless they ask you to do so. It is always more respectful to remove your shoes at the doorstep, especially if you didn't come with a car. If you must enter the house with your shoe, make sure to use the doormat correctly. Don't sit on the one-seater sofa. In most houses, the one-seater sofa is always the favorite of the owner of the house. Instead, sit on the three-seater sofa. The three-seaters are for everyone. I remember when I was going to school, we went to a friend's house, and what happened is one of our friends went and sit directly on the one-seater sofa. And the embarrassment we got that day, I knew since then that I should not go into people's house and sit on the one-seater sofa. Trust me, you don't want to do that. Mind your legs. It's very annoying to march on the seats of your host. Some of you are used to carelessly putting your foot on whatever chair you are sitting on. This is the most important of them all. Keep your foot on the floor or on top of your other leg. If you don't comport yourself, don't feel embarrassed if your host tells you to bring down your foot. If everyone matches on the chair the way that you do, you will be the first to tell how dirty your host sofas are, and you don't want to do that. Really, you really don't want to do that. When they offer you bottled water, ask for a cup if you know that you won't be able to finish the full bottle. If you drank directly from the bottle, ensure you leave with the remaining water. Don't open, kiss, and leave the rest behind. No one will drink it and your host won't be happy throwing it away. This one annoys me the most. I hate wasting water and food, and it's not about the money. Some people don't have good water to drink or food to eat, so be mindful of that. Another thing you must take into consideration is if your host is a bachelor living alone, please, when you went to their house and you have access to their place, maybe their kitchen or something, make sure whatever thing that you dirty, make sure to clean it after and leave it the way you meet them. Please, who is going to clean after you? Like, seriously, they are living alone, so don't go and disturb them with your whatever thing that you are going to leave behind for them. Whatever you touch, ensure to keep it the way that you meet them. Seriously, people don't like their house being disorganized. Everything has its place. Don't get over familiar with your host and disrespect his or her house. Make sure your host want you to stay around a bit longer. Else, when you visit, leave immediately. You can, please. And last thing I want to talk on will actually be, don't make videos in people's private houses without their permission. Seriously, you don't want to do that. Make sure you tell them, because people are in their comfort zone and you've been doing your videos all over the place. What if you go and cut something on camera that you are not supposed to cut, and you just end up embarrassing yourself and expose your embarrassing your host? You don't want to do that. So please, when you visit people's homes, people's houses, be sure to respect them. Be sensitive, be mindful, be composed. Don't walk into people's house and forget yourself. Feel at home doesn't mean you should become a masquerade, like in as if you are part of